Okay, fix my little typo here. We've now exported everything to our photos folder, but that should be Queen's photos. So let's fix that. And let's drag this over to Photo Mechanic again. So we have 48 photos. That's a nice thing. And here's all the color stuff we gave it in Lightroom. So we don't need any of that. So it's just 0. So, okay, like that. Yeah, looking pretty good. Like that. I had a thing for black and white, if anybody noticed. So, okay, yeah, like my old punk days back in the day, except for all the phones. Apply some universal sharpening to those. We will open up Photoshop, and I have a Photoshop. We go over to these actions here. Yeah, I have a denoise and denoise and save as. Um, sharpen and save as, which actually has a little bit of denoising in it. So just in general, but not very much. If you apply too much, it just turns everything to mush. It's a dark space. It should have some noise. It's what we used to call grain in the day. Okay, sharpen, save as. Now, we'll come in here and you see Queen's photos. So it's nice and easy to find. You're not applying it to anything that you shouldn't be applying to. So give it a double check, because once you run this, you can't go back. So choose. Now, here's a really weird one with Photoshop and Actions. You'll see when you save it for the first time, you have that little box comes up, and you have to pick the amount of compression you put in. So for the first time you run an action, you need to, like this is the save as one. You have to write that save as command in, and then click action save as override. Otherwise, that and that will put in the compression without using the save as command. And it's hard to explain, and it's really poorly designed on Adobe's part. It's been a real pain in my butt for about 25 years or so, but that's the way it is. And then you have to, for things like anything after this, and you have to make sure this is clicked off, or it won't save the. So this is the built-in save as. So, anyways, if that's as clear as mud, then sorry about it. So we're just gonna run that guy. This, this will go pretty fast. It's only about 50 shots. Uh, if you've got like a big wedding or conference group, there's a few thousand in there, you can basically go off and get yourself a cup of coffee or something while it's running and come back and it's done. So, okay, that's done. We'll close this out. And the way to tell it if it's run is when you click on to back to Photo Mechanic, these should all recycle. There you go. So we'll have a look, make sure we haven't put any crazy artifacts in. And you can see that, yeah, it's super crisp now. All right. Now, these suckers are about 6,000 pixels across. If you look at this, it's 6,048, which is way too big for anything. So we are going to make some web-sized images. So we'll duplicate that. Get in here and rename it. web. And, you know, this is going to break the heart of all the pixel counter people out there. But, you know, my commercial clients, 9 times out of 10, all they want are the web page images, which is 2048 pixels across. So we're going to run a quick Photoshop action on that. So we'll come in here, automate, batch. Now, there it is, 2048 pixels. And then click that off, which is, I know it's confusing. So this is, you have these destinations. It just saves it and closes it automatically. So this overrides this, and it's confusing. But once you run the initial action, then you don't need to have this clicked on. If you leave it on, it just won't save the image. And and the other thing is that this is why we give it a particular name. Is now you don't want to be running that action on any of these other folders here. So Queen's Web, nice. So and then give it a look here. Make sure you get the right action and hit it. And you can actually see the little cursor just motoring through the photos. So we'll give that a second and come back to it. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna do is make a selection out of this to get 7 or 8 shots for my blog. So I'm gonna open that back up in Photo Mechanic. And how about another? Yeah, I like Trevor. He's my buddy. Oh, and that's the actual size. We're gonna use the 2000 by 2048 pixel images. So that's actually blown up to 138. So we don't need that. Don't need that. Like that one. Like that one. I like that. Yeah, that's good. Like that one. If you'll notice, I'm real biased in my own photos towards black and white. That's not an accident. So that's good, but it looks good. Black and white for sure. Don't need her. Amber is different. Uh, that I like. That I like. Maybe so. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That one is. I like that. Really like that one. I really like that. That one too. Would fight the machine. And yeah, that's good. Anything. If you ever look at classical photojournalism, they have a lot of hands in it. So I grew up looking at that stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go back here and select our red shots. Select the color class, red. Now we're down to 16 photos, down from the original almost 400. So gonna okay. So we're gonna go back here and go Queen's blog. So this is going up on my webpage, and you just want to show them the really good stuff. So okay, and we'll copy those over, and up it comes. So